Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Stuart Victor Echo 9 Charlie Foxtrot, and it's a kind of drizzly day here in the Maritimes. And got an interesting comment on a video today. Somebody asked me to define the rules for Maritime Mobile in ham radio. Well, I'm not a Maritime Mobile type person, although I did call Maritime Mobile one time, and looking back, I was probably incorrect. But I did make one contact with a friend of mine in Australia, and yeah, looking back, I wasn't correct. And I was corrected by somebody, but that's okay. That was no harm, no foul, right? Anyway, what are the guidelines? There's no rules, but there's guidelines. I couldn't find a lot of information on it. And so what I found, I'll kind of describe what I found. Okay, so Maritime Mobile. Well, any vessel at sea would be considered maritime mobile in international waters. So we're in international waters, you're good. If you're on inland waterways like a canal or a river or a lake, then you're just considered mobile, not maritime mobile, just mobile. So inland waterways, lakes, rivers, canals, just mobile, just plain mobile. Basically what I read was anytime you're in a yacht, a ship, a boat, and you're outside of the high water mark for, I guess that's high tide, right? Like high water mark. That's what the definition said. Again, I'm not a maritimer. Well, I live in the Maritimes, but I'm not a maritimer going out to sea. So I'm going to assume that's the high tide water mark. Anytime you're outside of that, then you can classify yourself as maritime mobile, from what I read. If anybody knows different, please leave a comment. When you are in the territorial waters of a nation, you must abide by the reciprocal licensing agreements or the rules of that country. So for example, I'm a yachtsman. I got a yacht. And I'm taking my yacht from here in New Brunswick and I'm going down to Florida. Anytime I'm at sea in international waters or within Canadian waters, I could, or even in the US waters, I could consider myself maritime mobile. So that's fine. I think we get that. And I've worked stations who are maritime mobile who have been, not far off the coast. They've been anchored, just outside of maybe a couple 100 meters or 300, 400 meters, whatever. Anyway, are they right or wrong? I don't know. But as long as they're, I think, outside of the high water mark, that's what everything I read said. Anyway, back to what I was getting at. So if I'm going down to Florida, the minute I get into US waters, so within the range from the shore to where the international water mark starts, was that 12 miles? I must adhere to the reciprocal operating agreements between Canada and the US. If I go into Mexican waters, guess what? I can't operate my ham radio in Mexico waters. Because why? Mexico and Canada do not have a treaty. There's no reciprocal agreement. So in Mexico doesn't allow foreign amateurs to operate inside of their country boundaries. Their territorial waters are part of their sovereign territory. So I could operate maritime mobile outside of Mexico's, 12-mile limit from shore. I think that's what it is. But the minute I get into that territorial waters, then I'm not able to operate in Mexico. All other countries would be the same. Sail into UK waters, follow the rules there. European, you may have to get SEP. South America, you may have to get IRP. But if you're in international waters, you can use your call sign /maritime mobile. Now, Canada does have a VE0, which can be used for ships at sea. So you just have to talk to ISED about that and see what it takes to get a VE0 number if you're going to be, or a VE0 call sign if you're going to be at sea. So there you go. That's what I know. If you have any comments, let me know, because this is an interesting topic. I'm Stuart, Victor Echo 9 Charlie Foxtrot. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye for now.